Choose a clear day. Travel to 355th Avenue in New York City. Take a 1-minute elevator ride to the 86th floor and airport another elevator as you look out toward the horizon. From the vantage point of the observatory of the Empire State Building, you can see up to 80 miles in every direction. A direction that allows you to see not only New York, but also part of New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, and Massachusetts. Visiting the evening, and you might see stars in the night sky. People from all over the world come to visit the history landmark. Fame. The Empire State Building was the tallest building in the world for decades. So tall that sunrise occurred about half hour earlier on top at street level. It's beautiful, big enough to have its own zip code, and an exciting place to visit. Its fame draws tourists in every nation. Athletes are drawn to challenge reaching the 86th floor by racing up 1,576 steps during the annual run-up event. The tower is also host for annual run-up event. The tower is host for couples in love. Hopeful people choose the Empire State Building as the place to propose marriage. No wonder it's called the world's most famous office building. This iconic building has a lot to offer, and so did men who created a winning team. Alfred E. Smith and John J. Rathcott, two friends who decided to build the world's famous building, both grew up in low-income migrant families in New York. Each had lost his father at an early age, dropped out of school, and went to work to help support his family. By 1929, however, Glasgow was wealthy, and Smith was famous, having run a campaign for president of the United States and lost. Together, they made a winning team. Glasgow has friends who invested in the project. Smith, along with Bill Boswell, a political man, were published a supply the press with stories about every aspect of the building, especially its unprecedented height. In 1929 and 1930, a competition among New York real estate moguls to elect the tallest skyscrapers. The Empire State Building and the Chrysler Building were both in the race, and floors kept being added to each to win the honor of being the tallest. But Surprise Spire was added to the Chrysler Building, were both in race, and floor kept it. When a surprise spire was added to Chrysler Building in 1930 to become tallest, until the spire was added to the Empire Building in 1931 and it won the race. Crash to the bottom. Smith and Rathcott wanted to build their skyscraper in the middle of Manhattan in a part of town called Midtown. They decided they'd like to build the Fifth Avenue and 34th Street across. They just had one problem. The luxurious one-room Astoria hotel was already there. So Smith and Rathcott bought the building. The enormous hotel was built to last for decades to come. Children now will not only be a back-breaking job, but it had to be done quickly. Investors couldn't get a return on their money until a Empire State Building was open for business. It assisted rented. 600 people died day and night to demolish the Grand Hotel. when a worker had died by and dig their way to the hot bedrock 40 feet below the street level. A fleet of dump trucks carried 28,529 loads through the city, through batches on the Eastern River. Then, tugboat pushed the debris out into the Atlantic and dumped it into the ocean. After 5 months, nothing remained of the hotel but a gaping hole in the ground. As workers raised the Great Hotel, the stock market crashed, which led to the Great Depression. Within a year, almost 4 of the American workers were unemployed. One of us was had a hard time in New York City, but with workplace continued at the Empire Building. All Smith even devised a way to assist people through the cold winter months. Instead of discarding used rubber, he had covered up to cut up and leave it in an empty lot for the unemployed people to gather and use as fuel to heat their home. Uh, until 1950, it was called the empty state building because it wasn't fully occupied. Raised to the top, the race mill would become next. On the most solid skyscraper began on April 7, 1930. The first building supplies to arrive at the site where the giant steel column and beam at the bottom, where the weight is greatest. 210 columns, weighing as 44 pounds. Each was set upright. Then, horizontal with it, similar scattered supporting human weight, weighing 360,000 tons. The Empire Building stays in chamber support as the grid moves skyward. The concrete floors of the wall or curtain wall followed close behind. The steelwork set the pace, and it was the last one. The quick nose at the breakneck rate 4.5 applause per week. The contractor is the charge of getting supplies, and the worker as needed was Story Brothers and if supplies came too early, they had to unload, move, store, and then move again to where they were needed, which wasted time and labor. A container was a nightmare. However, when supplies arrived late, which stalled the construction. Preventing this from happening, complex schedule include every detail. Paul Story was one of the contractors. He showed that never before in the history of building there's been of architectural design so many perfectly adapted with it. The architect William F. Lang chose Art Deco for the building, a style popular in 1920s and 1930s. The look reflected a machine's age, modern and geometric with squares, rectangles, and simply curves. Art were called skyscrapers show an imaginative and technical daring because they often use the newly available mass-produced materials. They were so fast to build. The country one is a perfect example of how Art Deco makes building construction. It was made of windows, stone, decorative aluminium, glass cost mandrels, and large strips of steel called mullions, and all ready to use. First, The moving strips were attached to the steel grid. Then a spandrel slid behind, followed by a next window by a snap band and so on. Next to the column of the spandrel, a column of limestone was slid behind the mullion, as a result of a curtain one that was bold, round, solid, and that went up at the rate of a floor day on the upper floor. The unprecedented size of Empire State Building caused all sorts of new problems that required new solutions and innovation. Using cranes to lift supplies from crowded sidelines, not only slow but also dangerous to pedestrians below. The solution was to use elevator cars from the demolished hotel to the deliver supply to the upper floor safely and quickly. An innovation used for construction these days. Moving supply by a wheelbarrow was slow work. To speed up the task, tracks similar to small trains were laid around each floor, as well in the elevator. The truck enabled workers to push large carts with heavy loads. One cart could hold many supplies at the each wheelbarrow. With such forward planning and so many innovations, you might think everything went well. But when the spire was added with the Chrysler Building in here, Smith dreamed up a plan in the total failure. Smith wanted the Empire State Building spire to be used for a great morning for the mass the modern way travel at the time. He said passengers could simply walk from plane people to the 102nd floor when the first dirigible approached the morning mass. However, the wind was so strong the airship could not get close, let alone dock. It was not until 1950 that Ilfomaz was found. It became an antenna base for something completely new, television. The worker. People jammed the sidewalk to stare up at the worker, strolling on the thin edge of nothingness. Reporters called them the best open-air show in the town. They were the street workers, and their job was dangerous. The chiming and chasing around team member were critical. It was so important that when one member of a former crew was sick, the other three also went home. Crew members had to be brave as hell, know how to trust each other completely. Each worker has a specific control to fasten the steel beam together, and the heater, called a rivet red hot in this beam, uh, together. While the rival red hot in his bucket of glowing coal and tossed it, the catcher caught the rivet and placed it in the hole. Then the bucketer pushed one end to the rivet with a metal ball. The riveters smashed the other end with an iron hammer. They did all this while standing on a narrow beam with nothing to catch them if they fell. A building for the ages. Some people thought the empire's buildings would be struck by lightning and destroyed, or that the winds would be battered away from the top floor, causing people to fall. As for the lightning, building one summer, a scientist recorded lightning strike the mass of 48 towns without any damage. When a hurricane struck with wind up to 120 miles per hour, the tall building did fall away, but only a few inches, and no one fell. The disaster did strike, however, during the World War II. It was Saturday when a pilot of the U.S. Army Air Force bomber exalted the fog and crashed into the building. 40 people perished in the crash. That fire allowed the building stood strong. The Empire State Building became the world's tallest skyscraper when it was completed in 1931. It held tilted longer than any other building until World Trade Center took over as the tallest in 1971. The Empire State Building has been designed as Mecca's favorite building and for 7 wonders of the modern world. Soon, the building's 15th birthday in 1981 was declared a landmark, which must be preserved to appear it always had renovation and modernization, of course, including that all Smith was accurate when he declared the building has been built for the generation to come. Wait, I read this.
Good job.
Thank you.